Okay, so the Grace Way. It's an acronym. I developed a framework I developed to try and distill down some of what worked for me and what works with my clients. So the acronym is G, ground, R, reflect, A, 3 A's, which is acknowledge, allow, and accountability. C is connect, connection, E, expansion. So G, grounding, develop the skills, build your internal resources, be in the moment, learn how to drop into your body, breathe. Yesterday I said the processing of emotions might be the thing, but I think maybe breathing might be the thing. So tomorrow I might say something else. Learn how to breathe, connect with yourself in the now, ground, build your internal resources so you start developing the skills to have a safe place to hang out when the waves of whatever feelings come up. R, reflect. That's awareness, noticing, thought watching, noticing the loops, noticing the themes, the categories, the ways that you might be mean to yourself, or the categories where you might resist. Start being self-aware, build that skill. And then A, acknowledge, tell the story, especially if you're grieving, telling the story, writing it down. That's a really important piece, the storytelling of it. The allowance we talked about yesterday, feeling the emotion, learning how to process emotions is a skill, and that includes grounding, being present, being able to drop into your body. And then the other A is accountability. So be the cause. Take accountability, take responsibility for how you're showing up in your life. You are responsible for your experience. You're not victim to it. And that's part of the skill you're developing here too. C, connection. So it's that internal connection, circling back to the grounding. You build that skill to connect with self. That's your strongest place to be held. And then also learn to ask for help. Connect by, sometimes you're calling a helpline. I have used those over the years. They are talented on the other end, and sometimes that's the right call to make. Connect to your community, connect to something greater, nature. What do you have faith in? Build those connections and practice that. This is all a practice. And then expand. Expansion is both the result of all of these other things. They're tasks and skills and ways of being that you weave in and out of in your recovery work, in your grief work. Expansion also includes, and the antidote for the other more painful parts, is silliness and play and self-expression, doing what I'm doing here now, practicing saying things out loud to strangers. So it's both the result and the antidote to the other stuff. And you can weave these things in and out of the whole experience. Grace is the result and the way of being. Love.